Kenilworth Diner on Boulevard, a mainstay in town for decades.
We've been coming for well over 20 years before she was born.
I've been coming here my whole life, and I'm like 10, almost 10 and a half technically years old.
This is my kid's favorite place to come eat for the last 12 years.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
It's a great local place. They're so friendly. You feel like you're just eating at home.
I've been here since I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school when I started. I wanted to buy my own car, and I'm a hostess.
I was with the old bosses from 85. I was with them a long time, probably 30 years.
Your mom worked here?
Yes, we worked together. I'm with the new bosses 4 years.
The new bosses since 2014, three brothers, Jimmy, Bobby, and Tony Bennis, who left the corporate world to take over Kenilworth Diner.
You worked on Wall Street?
Yes.
Tony runs the front of the house while younger brothers Jimmy and Bobby cook.
You were an accountant?
Yes. I was an accountant for 8 years.
What made you decide to change careers?
The restaurant industry has been my family for over 50 years with my father. We've been working in this industry ever since we're children.
So how did this happen? How did you guys all come together and say, hey, let's take over this diner?
Well, it all started with a random coincidence in Greece where my father was on vacation and the previous owners were there, and they bumped into each other randomly, and they brought up the fact that they're going to retire and they were looking to have someone take over the business, and my father was their first option. So at that point he said to them that he's been out of the business for about 6 years, he had retired, and he would offer the opportunity to his kids.
So you all just quit your jobs?
We all just
Wall
got
Street
a
accounting,
2-week
everything.
notice, and that was it.
Kenilworth Diner will leave you full and satisfied with dishes like Yankee pot roast, mashed potatoes and gravy, and vegetables like red cabbage. They also have this chicken Murphy with potatoes and green peppers, not to mention filet of sole wrapped around crab meat and shrimp in lemon butter sauce.
Yummy.
So part of this deal that you made with the previous owners was they had to give you some of the recipes.
Yeah, the recipe was a big deal in the final say of
Where you
yes
sit in
or
rooms
no.
and discuss this with
Yeah,
lawyers?
yeah, we had to sit there. It was in the contracts. The recipe was lock and key.
So what recipes did you get?
It was the cream puffs and the cheesecakes.
Wow, and that cheesecake I hear is really something to taste.
It is something. Granulated sugar goes in the bowl. Then we put in Philadelphia cream cheese. And then after that, it just whips on the mixer for about an hour or so. From there, when you look at the batter, it kind of looks very soft. So when it looks soft and creamy, that's when you add in the rest of the ingredients. From there, we put in lemon zest and we squeeze a little lemon inside. After that, we put sour cream. And then after the sour cream, we dump in orange juice, vanilla syrup, eggs, and heavy cream. After we put all the ingredients, we move it from the bowl, we strain it into our bucket, and then from the bucket we pour it into the circles. It's a 10-inch circle. From the circles we exchange it to the bath. The bath, it runs. We turn the oven on at 350 and we let it preheat for a little bit, and then from that point, when everything's ready, we just drop them right in.
To finish, the strawberries are placed on top of the New York-style cheesecake, along with some strawberry-flavored syrup.
Wow, I'm in heaven. This is so creamy.
Yep.
It's absolutely magnificent, delicious. It's rich. It's packed with flavor. The strawberries, the syrup on top. This is going to be my downfall because I'm going to eat this entire cheesecake. This is really, really divine.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the other thing about the New York style cheesecake is it really does have it's high.
Yeah.
You know, it's high. It's got the raised edges.
Yep.
A lot of the New York style cheesecakes have graham crackers, but you have...
We have vanilla crumbs around the edges. Kind of gives it a nice little extra sweetness to it and a nice
How many
crunch.
bites have I had of this?
Probably about 10.
The traditional cheesecake's not as high, and what's the difference between the two?
The difference between the two is the New York style is a little more rich, a little creamier. Your traditional cheesecake doesn't really have the heavy cream or sour cream in it. It's basically like the cheese, the eggs, and the sugar.
And contrary to popular belief, there is no Philadelphia cheesecake. It's the cheese that you use in the cheesecake.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I know we've got that rivalry, New York area with Philadelphia area.
Right. We bring the two together here.
So you were also an accountant like Bobby?
Yes, I was.
What is it like working, in your own place, having control over your own life?
Nothing like it. There's nothing like being your own boss. The hours are a little crazy, but in the end, it's worth it.
Wonderful people, wonderful staff.
That's why we keep coming back.
Kenilworth Diner is open.